Foxie A.M.'s here, got the settlers warming, water changes are calling, showmates awaken. Let's crank up the tunes and get those tanks shaking. Foxie A.M. rising with the sun, good vibes and good music. The day's just begun, giggles in the morning, fantastic fun. Foxie A.M. let's get this day one. We're diving into Friday with fins and delight. Water changes starting, everything's feeling right. Showmates are chilling as the bubbles pop. Foxie A.M.'s making that beat drop. Foxie A.M. rising with the sun, good vibes and good music. The day's just begun, giggles in the morning, fantastic fun. Foxie A.M. let's get this day one. A splash of humor, a dash of cheer. Foxie A.M.'s morning show is here. Water changes about to begin, now let's play. Friday's here and the weekend's on its way. Foxie A.M. rising with the sun, good vibes and good music. The day's just begun, giggles in the morning, fantastic fun. Foxie A.M. let's get this day one.
Good morning and happy Friday, showmates. Thank you for joining me on the 92nd installment of Foxie A.M. I hope your day is starting off swimmingly well. Oh my goodness. And I hope you have your go-go juice of choice this morning. I am having myself a hot coffee with plenty of milk. Got to keep your vitamin D up here in the winter. Yes, thank you all for joining me this morning. I'm going to kick right off into our first song here, and then I will go through and say our good mornings. So let's shake those bones awake this morning with our first song for the Quad City Fish Swap.
Things are alive, schools and tales, the border thrives, plastic bags, water sloshing, deals collide. Fish swap under the lights, fish swap, trading all night, bass drops, heavy and tight, Quad City moves, feels just right. Corner, eels in the back, rainbow guppies, colors attack, crowds buzzing, the rhythm cracks, glass bowls shaking, vibrations rise, aquarium dreams in every size. Trading all night, bass drops, heavy and tight, Quad City move, feels just right. Water splashes, hearts race fast, catch the rare, it won't last, fingers snapping, money flies, the beats away,
Are you awake now? I thought that was the perfect song to start us off for this Friday. And oh my goodness, so since I'm still working on this setup for the Friday morning live stream, where it's mostly going to be music to listen to for your water changes, For those that are here with me, I'm still thinking about visuals, so you're not just sitting here watching me listen to the music with you, but I was thinking as we go on, maybe y'all can send me in some dance clips you all are doing out there, and I could show them throughout the stream. That would be pretty cool. That's an idea. Otherwise, you're just going to see my big old forehead as we're listening to the music, because I haven't thought of a visualizer yet. So, but let me go through and say hello to all those who have joined me in here this morning so far. I'll pull up the Fish Fam link side. Let's see, does Fish Fam link show everybody from both streams? Because I have it both in horizontal and vertical this morning. So let's see, I'll check out the first one. So good morning and happy Friday to CR Fish. Why are we always yelling? Sam, Sarah, Monster Fish Gal, Lori, great live stream. I love seeing you raising lottles this morning. The lottles are looking so much plumper, and their gills and their frills are looking fantastic. You're doing such a good job with them. And good morning, Peter, Sideshow Cody B, Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane. Hello, good morning. Jody P, Tropical Fish Company. Hello, ma'am. Asia Llewellyn, Dennis Christensen. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so that was one chat. Does it show different people in the other chat? Let's find out. And I think it does. And no, it doesn't. It says everybody's in the other live stream. Okay, so I have that figured out, and I'm sure my face was frozen for a moment, so I apologize. But see, I feel like we were missing people from that one. So Red Laser, good morning. Peter, good morning. Lance, I see you. Good morning. Nano, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday. Hope you all are doing well this morning. Lori says, thank you. Should I keep everyday feeding? Yes, I would until they're a little better. Because you've only been doing it for about a week. I would continue for check with me like every week, and I'll let you know, because you really want them to build up a little bit of fat along their goodness gracious, calm down, Roxanne. You want them to build up a good fat supply along their backbone. So once they build up that little back fat strap, when they have a little bit of reserve, then you can relax their feedings. But they haven't built that up yet. They're still building their bodies up. But they're getting close and they're doing well. So, but this morning, oh my goodness. So we had Snowmageddon this last weekend. We had 3 feet of snowfall. We had 32 inches of snowfall, and then we had another 6 or 8 inches of snowfall on top of that. And we had crazy wind drifts. So some of the snow drifts are like, you can see grass in some spots, and then they're like 7 feet, like a few feet away from there. So it's crazy. And yesterday it's been so warm, and today it's I don't know what temperature is right now, 43. So we're getting super melting right now from all that snow. And let's hope the creek don't rise too far, too high, too fast, because it's right behind the shop. But it's crazy. It was so much snow at one time. We broke a record here for the most amount of snowfall on that date, which is crazy. And now it's all melting away just as fast as we got it. Good morning, Nanda Pumpkin. Thank you for joining me. Says, I've already done my fish housework this morning. Now I'm relaxing. Alrighty, well, I hope that you are enjoying this music that I'm going to be playing for you this morning. Cheryl says, my glorious Friday morning is up to 68 degrees already. Oh, that sounds lovely. A great day off to be inside doing tank stuff. Gotta open some windows to enjoy it some. You do. Make sure you go outside and get some fresh air every now and again. And thank you for stopping in, Peter. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, you just got to go pick her up. Well, thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can make it back. If not, you can always catch us on the replay. Lori says, with the everyday feeding, I've been doing water changes every other day, so they will have one done today. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea because they're releasing a lot of the stuff from their old environment into their new environment, so you want to make sure to flush that out. Keep them all nice and healthy. Okay, so now that I've run through the hellos, I've played our first song. I'm going to start our next song here, and it's one of my about one of my most favorite animals. I mean, axolotls are number one, but it started, this whole aquarium hobby started for me with snails. So the next song we have up is called Shell Shocked Grooving. Enjoy.
Keep it funky. Keep it fly. Ooh, yeah. These little snails, rubber drinks spy. Set it at 73 degrees, my friend. They'll be grooving till the very end. Don't forget the water's gotta be clean. Ooh-wee. Healthy snails mean it's pristine. Nitrate low and ammonia too. They'll be dancing in their snail review. Shell shock grooving. Snails are moving. Yeah, keep it right. They're staying tuned in. Take the parameters. They gotta be tight. Snails are our delight. Alright. Give them veggies. Give them greens. Come on. Keep them shining like a dream. From zucchini to spinach to algae wafers. These snails are culinary cravers. Yum yum. Calcium, it's a must. Ooh yeah. For the shells to shine and bust. In eggshells or cuttlebone delight. They'll be sporting shells so bright. Bling bling. Shell shock grooving. Snails are moving. Ooh, keep it right. They're staying tuned in. Take the parameters. They gotta be tight. Snails are our delight. Oh yeah. All right. Oh yeah. All right.
And that was Shell Shocked Grooving, the best way to take care of your mystery snails. I hope you all enjoyed that, and welcome in and good morning. Johnny Mac, I missed you earlier. I'm sorry. Hello and happy Friday to you, as well as Greg the Guppy Guy dancing his peach around in chat. Lance, good morning. I'm not sure if I said hello to you earlier, but good morning. Hope you're doing well this morning. Oh my goodness. So does anybody have any exciting fishy plans for this weekend? I know that we are going to our first ever Southern Wisconsin fish swap here. It's down past Madison a little bit. That's this Sunday from noon till 3 p.m. Central. But yes, it's our first time vending there. It's supposed to be a really good fish swap, and it's our first swap of the season, so we're very, very excited to kick off not only the swap season, but also attend this one for the very first time, because we've only ever heard awesome things about it. So we're excited, which means shipping is approaching too. Shipping for our website, PeplinCreekAquatics.com, will start here in a few weeks. And if you navigate to the website now and check out the spring stock list, if there's anything on that stock list that you would like, please message us today to let us know to reserve it for you, because we do take a majority of our fish to these swaps. And since we are hobbyist breeders, we only sell what is bred here. So we have what we have until they breed again. So if there's anything special that you have your eyes on for the list, send us a message and we will hold it back from the swaps for you until we begin shipping. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing all weekend. Today we're pulling plants, and we already started pulling fish. Tomorrow we'll be bagging fish, and then Sunday morning we'll be leaving very bright and early to make our way down to Cottage Grove for the Southern Wisconsin Fish Swap. And if you're in the local area, we highly advise you to attend. It's free to attend. Admission is free, and it's going to be a lot of good vendors, and it's the first swap of the season, so it's going to be exciting. Another Black Friday fish keeping event. It'll be a lot of fun. Lori's got both streams going. Thank you, Lori. And going in both vertical and horizontal this morning. Nano says fish auction tomorrow here in South Florida. Ooh, do you have your eyes like heart set on finding something specific, Nano? Yes, I am streaming on 2 platforms, Lance. For those at ease in the car, or they're on their walkabout, or in their doing their water changes, maybe I could be hanging out in their pocket on vertical, also like horizontal for those on the computer. Greg says, taking my youngest son fishing at daylight, going to catch crappie to get in my belly. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I love fishing. Definitely enjoy that. And make sure you don't fall in. And Lori has posted a link to the Southern Wisconsin Fish Swap. Thank you so very much for that, Lori. Cheryl says, I'm going to be on the hunt for Biotodama cupido this spring. So hard to find it. I've never heard of that. At least not the scientific name. But I'm trying to even think. What would that be? I have no idea. Does it have a common name? Cheryl. Dennis says, nothing special. Water changes and filter cleaning. Yes. Got to make that beautiful filter gravy. That is excellent for your plants as a fertilizer. So if you have any house plants that requires fertilization, definitely use some of that very rich filter water to give them a good feeding. Thank you, Asia. I appreciate that. She says, giving love on both formats. I appreciate you. Now, the pumpkin says, starting to clean the pond. Oh goodness, that's a undertaking too. I know they can be quite messy, but it's also very good to get your hands dirty. So, Benji, good morning, happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this morning. Lori says, setting up the scorpion enclosure this morning. That sounds exciting. Al Wet Sox, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. He says, Brian's sleeping in the background. Oh, you noticed my teddy bear back there? He's actually outside with the corgi at the moment. And the corgi's in the mud, which means he's half sable and half black at the moment. Only the other side is black. Nick Hardwater Propagation, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining me. So next we're going to get into our third song of this morning. And this song was one that we featured last week. It was a debut last week on our last Foxie A.M. And it's a very, very uplifting song, especially if you often feel like the odd one out, which I think a lot of us do, but this community brings all the odd ducks together. And this crazy, wacky, wonderful shoal that we have created here. And the song harks to a little bit on that. It's called A Fish Out of Water.
I'm a fish out of water on unfamiliar ground, with different scales and a different sound. But that's what makes me shine in a world upside down. I'm a red jewel and I won't be decrowned. Different doesn't mean wrong, it means you're one of a kind. You're a fish out of water, you're uniquely designed. Embrace the struggle, let your spirit roar. You'll make some waves and find your own shore. I was made to sparkle in my own bright way. I light up the night like a brand new day. I'm not a colorless canvas, I'm a work of art, a fish out of water with a determined heart. Different doesn't mean wrong, it means you're one of a kind. You're a fish out of water, you're uniquely designed. Embrace the struggle, let your spirit roar. You'll make some waves and find your own shore. Swim against the tide, make my own way. I'll find my tribe where I can stay. My fins may be small, but my spirit's strong. I'll turn my beautiful song. Sometimes it's hard to see the beauty in the mess, but every wave, every test is a chance to express myself, my truth, my heart. A fish out of water, a work of art. But doesn't mean wrong, it means you're one of a kind. You're a fish out of water, so uniquely designed. Embrace the struggle, let your spirit roar. You'll make some waves and find your own shore. So I'll keep on swimming every day. I'll shine my light and make my own new way. A fish out of water, but I'm free to be a masterpiece, uniquely me.
Oh, I love that song so much. That was A Fish Out of Water. I hope you all enjoyed that. Now, those are our 3 empowering songs for this morning to get us up and boosted. I hope you all have your buckets out, your water flowing, getting those water changes done, getting all that lovely, lovely mold up out of your gravel. Uncle Joe's Fish said, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this morning. And yes, Nick, you were made to sparkle, sir. Okay. Cheryl says that the common name of that is the, where is it? The Cupid cichlid. Interesting. I'm going to have to look those up. See what they look like. Yes, good morning, Uncle Joe. Thank you for joining me. I also put in chat that if you have a song idea, send me a message and I may be able to make that song here to play on Foxie A.M. in the mornings. I'm always open to more song ideas. I be running out of ideas. Give me a little jump start. But yeah, if you have any fishy aquarium themed song ideas, send me an email and I can see what I can do to make that happen for you. Uncle Joe's Fish says DJ time, or are we creating songs? Today is DJ time, but occasionally maybe we'll take a moment to make a song here and there. But this is mostly so you can listen in the background as you're getting your water changes done and have some good fishy music and maybe a little bit of commentary in between to have some company during your water changes. So with that said, we're going to get into our little bit of a hip-hop here. The first hip-hop song we have of this morning is called Aquarium Kings. Here we go.
Good bitch got like neon streaks. Tail so wild they make you weak. Mileage flexing in the glow. A freshwater party down below. Fish tank royalties swimming clean. Squirt so bright they light the scene. Bubble up, yeah, bubble up slow. Aquarium kings, they steal the show. Corey cats sweep the gravel floor. Angel fish looking like they saw. Better flames they fight than pause. Living art with no applause. Ripples dance like beats on glass. Underwater world so fast. Fish tank royalty swimming clean. Skull so bright they light the scene. Bubble up, yeah, bubble up slow. Aquarium kings, they steal the show. Filters hum like a baseline low. Out here creeping but it won't grow. LEDs flashing color divine. This tank's alive, it's one of a kind.
And that was Aquarium Kings. Let's see. Do we have anyone join us in chat? No, but we have a little bit of commentary. Fish Fam Link reminds you, like what you see, or better, what you hear. Make it official. Hit the like and maybe give us a little love here and a subscription. We just hit, as of this morning, we hit 1,940 subscribers to the channel. Woohoo! Thank you to each and every single one of you. So now we're technically, what, 60 away from 2,000 subs. Let's see if we can get there by the beginning of summer. I'm going to give myself a long stretch to build up to it. Cheryl says, I'm going through boxes looking for long-lost breeder boxes. The Angels, Plecos, and Corys have filled the 10 that I usually cycle through. Yeah, oh my goodness. You have been making so many fries, little baby fishes lately. I'm so excited for you. You must be just so happy to have so many babies around you. I love it when you just, I feel like Ariel in her cave when I'm just in this fish room and I look around and there's just little tiny eyelashes or little tiny baby Corys or Plecos just swimming around. I'm like, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? I love them all so very much. Cheryl says, Foxy, I wish I was getting more fry from certain species, but I'll take what I can get. They will give you fry when you're ready. Just make them happy and the babies will come. Same here. We don't have a ginormous variation of species that spawned over the winter, but the species that did spawn, they made a lot of themselves. So, you know, we got to pick and choose our battles. So the ones that wanted to give us some gave us some this season. We have a couple new ones as well for this year that we're excited about, but there's still some we're waiting on. And as a fellow breeder, you know, it's going to be a little bit, but they'll come through. They will come through. So, and with that, we're going to get into our second song here about keeping your tank pristine, lining up with those water changes, and it is called Freshwater Flex.
Tank dreams, glass gleams, water supreme. Neon tetra glow, swimming in the stream. Filter hums low like a baseline team. No cycle, fish suffer, nightmare theme. I'm on your rise, that invisible crime. Fish gasping, no rhythm, no rhyme. Nitrate spike feels like crunch time. Patience be the virtue, this is prime time. Cycle that tank, get the balance right. Bacteria build, day and night. Freshwater flex, make it tight. Aquarium life, out of sight. Cuppy do the shimmy, tail on the spree. Corey cat cruising, bottom like a G. Angel fish looking down, regal decree. LJ bloom lurking, it's a villain you see. Gravel vac attack clean but don't slack. Overbeat us while yo they fighting back. Test kick click, science on track. Cycle in the cycle, it's a lyrical knack. Water test, it's the real finesse. pH check, don't settle for less. Filter flows, gotta let it bless. Healthy fish, that's a true success.
And that was Freshwater Flex. Welcome in, John, My Fish Tanks Aquatics. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're doing well this morning. Oh my goodness. Listen, we're almost at the halfway mark. We have one more song to play before we get into the member video here. But first, Cheryl says, Foxy, I wish I was getting more fry from certain... Oh, yeah, I read that one already. I swear, my bettas want me to supply all of Fish Fam with bettas this year. Yeah, they will make as many of themselves as possible. Oh my goodness. So it's not only with axolotls, but also with certain fish species hatch responsibly. Dee Dee, did I say good morning to you? I'm not sure if I said good morning to you. I'm so sorry. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. She says, LOL, is this song judging me? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be judging you. It's just letting maybe the noobs to the hobby know how important it is to have a properly cycled tank, but in a fun way. And before we get into our member video here, we have one more song for this first part. It's called Foxy and the Shoal.
Foxy in the foam like, Show love, big tie, let's ride. Silver scales flash, swimming through the back trench. Foxy got a pass full of shipwreck bad days. Now we in a circle, finna fend that pack made. Laughing while the black waves crash in the crab cage. Sea glass grin, heart on a pearl chain. They were with me when the current felt all pain. Help me when the cold bit sharp like shark teeth. Now we surf scars like art on a dark reef. Foxy in the show, yeah we glow in the deep. Grateful for the love that was holding my grief. Every little current got me floating in peace. Can't wait for the magic that 2020 sea brings. Sing, Sean mates round me when I doubt, when I sink. Pull me from the storm, now we clink, now we drink. Foxy in the show, yeah we glow in the deep. Can't wait for the magic that 2020 sea bring. We're a little family, act out with the face tat. Seahorse plug, keep a stash in the wave gap. Jellyfish twins do the lights at the ray flash. Crab with the claws, keep time with the shell clack. We were broken bubbles, now we rich on hugs. Got a kingdom in a kelp bed stitched from trust. When the trench talk loud, they defend my name. Say Foxy finna flip it, let her bend that flame. Yeah, used to think I drowned in the deep end thoughts. They taught me how to breathe when the sea went frost. Now every new year feel like new fins on. Whole pie yelling swim on, swim on. 2026 we gon' cast strange spells. New weird waves, new tall tales to tell. New scars turn stars on the underside. New home in the phone where the lovers at. If the tide turn rough, we gon' ride that rip. The night get thick, we ignite that drip. Outcast, but we outlast every shit that sinks. Foxy with the show, that's the link, that's the link. 2026 we gon' cast strange spells. New weird ways, new tall tales to tell. New scars turn stars on the underside. New home in the phone where the lovers at. If the tide turn rough, we gon' ride that rip. If the night get thick, we ignite that drip. Outcast, but we outlast every ship that sinks. Foxy with the show, that's the link, that's the link. Foxy. Foxy in the show, yeah we glow in the deep.
And that was Foxy in the show. I hope you all enjoyed that. Welcome in, Shy Savage Cichlids. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Lori's reminding you all, don't forget to do your homework. We had some homework assignments here on Hot Mess Express last evening. So next week, you're supposed to be watching from Nick Hardwater Propagation's channel, Return to Peplin Creek, and from Dee Dee's channel, Who Says I'm Crazy? So those are your two homework assignments. Make sure to get them done so you can get a chance of maybe getting the answer right next week. Remember, make sure to pay attention to the details outside of the video. Those will probably be where the questions are asked. Oh my goodness. Dee Dee says, after cleaning glass on 90 yesterday, Butterfly thought we got a new tank this morning. That is way too cute. The tank fairy visited last night, Dee Dee. I'm glad you're enjoying the music, Shy. These are all original songs that I have made. And if you have any suggestions for any kind of fishy songs that you'd like to hear, you can leave a comment in chat or you can send me an email and I could do my best to try to create that song. I really love making these songs and playing DJ here in the morning. Not that I'm very good at it, but we'll work on it as we go along. This is my second episode doing this, but I have a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Greg the Guppy Guy says, what the heck is this Fisher size time? Bounce with me, King. This is our new format for Foxie A.M. This is more set to a listen in. Water change set list. So yeah, it's kind of like Fisher size. Not too far off there. And good morning. My name is Maven Aquatics. Shirley. Gosh darn, I keep mixing up Cheryl and Shirley so bad. I'm going to blame it on dyslexia. That's what it's down to. Cheryl says, I gotta gather the mental fortitude to catch the peacock cichlids and move them to the fish basement so I can use their current tank for M&C's Hellfire Swordtails upstairs. Oh, it's so exciting. You get to go hang out with him. Definitely give him a hug from me. And it's the fish basement. That immediately reminded me of Silence of the Lambs. But I'm sure yours is a lot less scarier than that. Lori says, get the industrial size icy hot, Greg. You're going to need it. It is. It's what we do during the membership video that really counts, right? Which is actually coming up here now. So I'm going to go ahead and play the member video if I can find it. And at the making of the member video, we are currently at 60 members to the channel. Thank you to each and every single one of you for all your love and support. I greatly, greatly appreciate you all. Where did I put the member video? There it is. Without further ado, here is your member video.
Year 3, Helpline Creek running strong. New tab open, yeah, we built our own home. Click that logo, see the tanks all glow. From the fish room racks to a worldwide show. Quad City line, crowd rap run the hall. Every bag tag, yeah, we sold it all. High fives, what's that? How you breathe that strain? Just a couple fish nerds in our own lane. This is our year 3 story. Helpline Creek in all its glory. From the swap floor to the backyard grill. Fish fam louder than the wedding bell still. This is our year 3 story. Turn it up. Swim in the memory. Yeah. 2 summer smokeouts, fish fam in the yard. Coolers on gravel, kids, castles by the pond. Salt on the chips, drip on the ribs. Someone cuts cake as the daylight dips. Then Keystone came, suit and dress in the hall. Bag fins flicker by the banquet walls. Said I do with the fam in view. Whole room cheering when we kiss. Woo! This is our year 3 story. Helpline Creek in all its glory. From the swap floor to the backyard grill. Fish fam louder than the wedding bell still. This is our year 3 story. Turn it up. Swim in the memory. From a username to a family name. From a folding table to a pack.
60 members strong. Thank you to each and every single one of you. I greatly appreciate all the love and support. And welcome in Johnny Best. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well this morning. It does, Dee Dee. It really does sound like Cheryl's fish are banished to the basement. You will put the prime on your skin or else you won't get the hose again. That's what I hear. I'm sorry. I'm a little crazy. Okay. That's too funny. I love it. Johnny, what is my fish room updates for the week? Well, we are going to our first swap this weekend. So we are gathering up all of our fish and plants that we'll be taking to the Southern Wisconsin Fish Swap on Sunday. As of this week, we had about 70 to 80 more Black Schultzii Corys hatch out. I've separated the baby axolotls out, so now we have a rack that has 24 containers. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other tanks of axolotl babies and warrens. And we've even expanded into the bathroom. So now we have 4 tanks in the bathroom. So every time I go in the bathroom, I have 40 axolotls looking at me, you know, taking a pee. So that's kind of cool. But that's our current fish room update. But yeah, it's just a lot of babies growing out or swaps beginning. We're going to start shipping here in a few weeks. But yes, Lori, reminds you, if you have a request for any stock before we start going to the swaps, if you want us to reserve any, send us an email, Johnny. I have yours reserved. No worries about that. For your pygmies. But if there's anything else you want from the stock list before we start going to swaps, send me an email, because we only have what we have until they breed again, because we only sell what we breed here. So if there's any fishy you have your eye on that stock list, send me an email. We will reserve it for you, and I'll send you an email when they're ready to be shipped out in a few weeks. Johnny says it's cool to have tanks in the bathroom. It is. We try to avoid it for as long as possible, but they're not in the main bathroom. They're in like the utility closet emergency toilet room, which is like the old bathroom, which has been gutted to be more of a storage closet. But we've had to clear it out with so many axolotls that we'll be raising this year to utilize the shelf space in there, the counter shelf space in there for extra tanks. So they won't be in there for long, but for right now they're in there. So next up, we're going to take a little bit of a break from the music here, and I'm going to play our video. Actually, I have to find it. So Tommy from the Aquatic News Network has made us another little fishy news segment to play this morning. And as soon as I find it, I will get it up here for you all. And it's a pretty good story this morning. Garcia Aquatics, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are doing fantastic today. Oh my goodness, baby Garcia from 3 years ago is ginormous. He went from like here to he's like over 2 feet tall already. And he just started getting pictures on there that have their lids and little fuzzy fronts to them and their little red speckles. Our little baby Garcia is growing up. He's so cute. He's doing so good. It's so good to see you in here. And Shai says, I'll be lurking. Well, thank you, Shai. I appreciate that. And Cheryl says, I found a baby albino stir-fry that hatched in the main tank. That is so fantastic, Cheryl. Congratulations. That is awesome. Alrighty, but next up we have some news here from Tommy of the Aquatic News Network. So take it away, Tommy.
To the Aquatic News Network. Tonight we've got 3 stories for y'all. So let's settle in, folks. We got a strange mix tonight. These stories come from the water, but they don't really go together, but somehow make perfect sense side by side. A fungus with a job, rivers that don't flow anymore, and a fish that's basically running its own witness protection program. So let's start small, really small. Some algae out there can ruin a perfectly good beach day. Ostreopsis is one of them. It spreads fast, irritates lungs, and turns the water into something you'd expect in a sci-fi movie. But drifting in that same water is a fungus built with a very specific talent. It finds the toxic algae, sticks to it, and slowly breaks it down. It's not dramatic, it's not fast, it's just steady. Quiet work, the kind that keeps things from getting out of hand. Even in the chaos of a bloom, the ocean has little helpers to keep things balanced. You don't see them, you don't hear them, but they're there. Now let's head somewhere colder, much colder. Under the Arctic seafloor, scientists found long, winding channels carved deep into the earth. They look exactly like rivers, except there's no water flowing through them anymore. These are old pathways. Big ones built into the landscape like forgotten roads. They don't carry water now, but they still shape how the oceans move above them. It's like finding the blueprint of a city that isn't there anymore. The streets are empty, but the layout still matters. These ghost rivers guide currents, nutrients, and even sea life. They're part of the ocean structure. The stuff we don't see but absolutely feel. And for our last story, something a little playful. Some reef fish are built to copy the look and swim style of completely different species. Not relatives, not cousins, just whoever they need to look like at the moment. And why does it do this? Well, sometimes it's to avoid getting eaten, sometimes it's to sneak into feeding zones, and sometimes it's just to blend in with the crowd. How does this come across? Well, it's underwater identity theft, but honestly, it's kind of impressive. You watch it glide by and think, wait, didn't I just see that fish over there? Nope, different fish, same outfit? 3 stories. A fungus doing cleanup duty. Rivers that don't flow but still matter. And a fish that refuses to look like itself. All tiny reminders that the ocean is full of systems and surprises. Some loud, some quiet, all connected in ways we're still learning to appreciate. I'm Tommy with the Aquatic News Network. Thanks for diving in with me. Stay curious, stay buoyant, and keep your eyes open. the water always has another story waiting. Now, back to you, Mersister. Take it away.
And thank you for that update, Tommy. Very interesting stories. Very cool updates. And I love his presentation. Very, very involved. Oh, my face is way too big there. But yes, that's really cool. I especially love the story about the ancient underwater sea rivers that they no longer flow, but they still cause effect on the ocean's movements above it. That's so very interesting. And Greg says, so like my ex-wife. It depends. What's she like that? Dee says, kind of like menopausal women. They don't flow, but still matter. You are too much. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, we're running a little bit late here in the program, actually, because, you know, that's how I do. It's very interesting. And thank you so very much for that, Tommy. He'll be releasing the full update of that on his channel later this evening. So make sure you are subbed over to Tommy over at the Aquatic News Network so you can catch all of his amazing fishy content. He does amazing stories on fishies. So if you haven't checked it out yet, definitely go give it a listen, give it a little like. He'll greatly appreciate that. And again, Tommy, thank you for doing that awesome new segment. But now we're going to get into our next song of the day today. And we all love our Auntie June here, overtly overstocked Oscars. And we know that she's always battling those gosh darn cats. So I made a song just for her, and it's not here. Oh my goodness, I didn't upload it. Okay, so we're gonna abandon that for the moment, and we're gonna go with Sirens of the Jive, and I'm gonna go upload Auntie June's song because I did not do that. So we're gonna go with Sirens of the Jive for the moment. I'm sorry. Hot mess. That's what to expect here.
Call you down where the shadows play. Fingers snap and the night turns gray. Boots on the floor make a hollow sound. Sirens singing gonna drag you down. Oh, siren shout.
And that was Sirens of the Jive, secretly made about Dee Dee. I'm just joking, Dee Dee. But that song came about when we were planning our Hot Mess Express Halloween live, and I was making a bunch of music. And that's not really Halloweeny, but it's definitely a little creepy. But really, it's a really good dance song. So I really enjoyed it, and I hope you all liked that too. That was Sirens of the Jive. And now that I finally have the song up that I was supposed to play next, here is a song about our lovely Auntie June of Overtly Overstocked Oscars. And this one is called Oscar Fish Blues.
June's got her Oscar fish tank, fighting cats like they own the place. Water splashing on the floor now, every day a battle to embrace. Cats circle like they're hunting, eyes glowing in the dim light. June's got them up ready, this fight goes on all night. June, she stands her ground, Oscar fish swimming round. Cats won't take her down, in this crazy fight she's bound. Fish scales in the air now, cats claws slide on tiles fast. June's got the water flowing, she's gotta make this last. Cats leap but she won't yield, Oscar fish swim alive and free. In this tiny battlefield, June keeps it going relentlessly. June, she stands her ground, Oscar fish swimming round. Cats won't take her down, in this crazy fight she's bound. June, she stands her ground, Oscar fish swimming round. Cats won't take her down, in this crazy fight she's bound.
And that was about our lovely Auntie June of Overtly Overstocked Oscars, called Oscar Fish Blues. Will she ever win the battle against those darn cats? I think she's in year, 30 of it? So maybe not. The battles continue. The war still the war still goes on. Cheryl says barometric pressure will be dropping between now and Sunday morning, so water changes for all. Yes, great time to try to get the fishies to spawn. I'll have to check our barometric pressure and see if we'll be dropping too, because I know we have a rainstorm coming through. My Fish Tanks Aquatic says the song has a Nickelback vibe, and I dig it. I'm glad you like it, John. Thank you. And Cheryl's hoping to triggle. Triggle. Oh, that's a funny word. Trigger the Equus. I hope you can get them to go too. Stressful. Yeah, dry seasons are stressful on us for the fishies, but it's natural for them. They'll be fine. They seem to be just fine. We're always the ones to stress about it. But up next, we actually have a song. It'll be our new song that we're debuting here. One moment. Dee Dee says June needs to get a tank big enough to have one of those view boxes in the middle so she can get amongst her Oscars. That would be so very cool. Cammy the girl, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday. Says, do you have frogs? I do not have frogs yet, but I have a terrarium over here that I'm currently working on. And when it's all done, I will be getting Starry Night Reed frogs. They are so cute, and I love their little chirps. Very cute froggies. Do you have any frogs? And if you do, what kind of frogs do you have? Yes, the next song we have coming up is our new song of the week debut. And it's about a fish that is I'd say is very near and dear to many of our hearts, Corridoras. So this new song for this week is called Corridora Chaos. I hope you all enjoy.
Tank where the plants sway lives a school of friends with their playful ways. Corridoras, they're quite the crew, gregarious and goofy, entertaining us, it's true. Corridor chaos, swimming wild and free, a show of silliness entertaining me, dipping and diving in the water below. Corridor chaos, putting on a show, putting on a show. They slip and they zag in a hurried blaze, the barbells wiggling in their mischievous ways. They sift and they sort through the substrate with the light, a swirling tornado of fishy fun, what a sight! Corridor chaos, swimming wild and free, a show of silliness entertaining me, dipping and diving in the water below. Corridor chaos, putting on a show. They got the zoomies in the morning light, a whirlwind of whiskers feeling alright. These corridors, they're quite the crew, bringing joy and laughter to me and you. In the aquariums calm, they're the lively group, a splash of personality making lots of poop. Their antics are contagious, their charms on display. Corridor chaos shining the way. Corridor chaos, swimming wild and free, a show of silliness entertaining me, dipping and diving in the water below. Corridor chaos, putting on a show. So here's to the Corries and the crazy ways, may their shenanigans continue always. In the tank's warm light, they'll shine so bright. Corridor chaos, a delightful sight.
And that was the new song of this week. That was Corridor Chaos. I made that song watching the Paleotis feeding the one day, and they're so energetic, so gregarious, all over the place, always hungry. And I'm like, you know what? I need a fun, energetic song about Corys. So, and that's what I did, and I think that one came out awesome. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I will release that later in the standalone audio-only video on the channel later. So look forward to that. That'll be added to the water change playlist. And let's see, Jeff, I have two streams going at the moment. So I have the horizontal and the vertical going. So if you're in the horizontal, you won't be able to see vertical chat. If you're in vertical, you won't be able to see horizontal chat. Hopefully one day YouTube will fix that. For right now, they are separated chats. I apologize. Cinnamon Girl, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. I hope your Friday is starting off fantastic. But we're getting, we're actually way past time. I still have a few more songs here. You know how it be. I'm always a hot mess. So we're going to go ahead and play the birthday song for our showmates that have birthdays this weekend. So I want to wish our showmates, Dr. Anthony and Regina Phalanges, a very, very, very merry happy birthday. And I hope you have another fantastic trip around the sun and many more.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday.
and many more. Happy birthday, Soulmates. Oh my goodness, can you believe it's already noon Eastern? It is crazy. We still have some more songs to get through here this morning. Before we do that, I'm going to get into some announcements. One thing I keep forgetting to announce, and this is coming up here fast, we have about another month to do this. We are seeking people that want to do hair donations. We'll be donating. I will personally be cutting all this glorious hair off here within the next couple of weeks. And I have a few others that are joining in with me, such as Lori Munsterfish Gal, and we will be cutting her hair and donating it to Hair Loss for Children. It's a wonderful organization here in the U.S. that accepts not only hair donations, but also money, and they take that and they make wigs, and they give those wigs for free to children anywhere across the country that needs a wig. All they have to do is apply for one. It's not very hard to the application. They just need to fill out the application. They have a note from their doctor to prove that it's a real thing. And then they get in queue to get their hair, their wigs. But they're really short on hair supply right now. So I have picked the organization Hair Loss for Children for us to donate our hair to. And all they require is a minimum of 8 inches of hair. They will take your hair, your head hair, also beard hair they'll accept too, because they need all kinds of textures for all kinds of kids. So if you have a minimum of 8 inches of clean hair that you would like to donate, please send me an email and I can send you all the information and the sign-up form for you to get involved too. It's a great cause. And what better, if you're in need of a haircut, what better than to donate it to someone that would really help boost their confidence probably during the most hardest, most difficult time in their life. So if you have some hair to share, please send me an email and I'll send you all the information you need to get it going. But now with that, also, we have our Southern Wisconsin Fish Swap coming up this Sunday from 12 to 3. If you're able to make it, we would love to see you out there. If there's any fishies you would like us to reserve for you for shipping season here in the next few weeks, send me an email. We'll reserve those for you as well. Otherwise, I think that's all the fishy updates I have for you at the moment. So we'll go ahead and get into the next song here. And this song, it can be a little bit of an emotional song, but I think it's a good one. It can really help us express some of our feels about some things. And it was made in mind with our Fish Fam Angels. So next up we have the song, Remember Them. And we should always remember our soulmates. Always speak their names. Always talk about the fantastic times you had with them, and in that way, they live on forever. Remember them.
We've said goodbye to some, we've lost some along the way, but in our hearts, their memories stay. We talk about the laughter, the tears, all the dreams we've shared, and in our tales of time gone by, we covered those whom we've deemed rare. They may be gone, but their love remains in every smile and every refrain. As long as we remember, they'll never fade. cherish the moments, the love they gave, and in our hearts they'll forever stay.
And that was Remember Them. The biggest question I've gotten about that song is, what does percuss mean? Means to tap. Means to tap. They'll forever tap on our hearts. I couldn't think of a word to rhyme with us that fit well, so I went to dictionary.com. And the one that worked out best was percuss. But I feel that is a very uplifting song to help us remember to keep those fish fam that we have had to say goodbye to along the way, keep living on in our everyday. So C says, gone in body, but love carries on. Exactly. Fish fam forever. Exactly. So after that little song and our reminiscence there, maybe we should hop into a little more fun song, little bit upbeat. We have a few more minutes here, a few more songs to play through. So we shall pick up this party vibe with Cycle That Tank.
Yeah. Glass house, world wet, neon dreams afloat. A tetra school moves like a shimmering coat. Nitrate spikes, ammonia bites. Fish can't cope, gotta balance the cycle. Science is the hope. Filter hums a lullaby, bacteria breed. Beneficial armies, the tank's true seed. Better in the corner, flaring all pride. But the water ain't safe till the chemistry aligns. Cycle the tank, don't skip the step. Patience pays or your fish regret. Cycle the tank, let the process flex. Aquarium life, gotta earn respect. Corridors dig, stirring up the floor. Shrimp squad cleaning, but they need support. Can't rush nature, it's a delicate war. Ammonia turns to nitrite, then nitrates the score. Planet tank jungle, roots anchor tight. Algae creeping slow, chasing after light. Guppies popping fry, life in the flow, but no balance, no beauty, disaster will show. Bubble trails rise like a heartbeat's beat. Each droplet a world ecosystem complete. Cycle spins round like a DJ's track. Miss a step, watch the whole vibe crack.
And that was Cycle That Tank, a very, very, very important song, believe it or not, about the chemistry needed to get your tank off right, making sure all your fishies are happy. Nitrogen cycle is very important, and I'm glad you were shaking your groove things to it. Let's see. Dee Dee says, we will probably have a lady stream tonight since Steven is playing hockey. Hockey or hooky? Hooky. That's very exciting. So maybe ladies' night will happen this evening. So stay tuned to Miss Dee Dee's channel for the announcement. I love a ladies' night. I won't be able to do it this evening because I'll be getting ready for the fish swap, but I will be in chat, lurking, listening to ladies having a ball up there. I love it. Lori says she's loving the playlist. Glad you're enjoying it. See our fish. Cheryl says, this song making me dance around. Nice. Just don't make sure you don't lose grip of that water hose. Okay. Lori says she listens to that song every time she does water changes. Nice. Greg says, okay, now I'm craving Mr. Pleco. If I had the right to play that song and I wouldn't get copyrighted for it, I would absolutely throw it up here. But I probably need to ask permission to play that song. But if I can get permission, I could absolutely add it to the list. Right now, all these songs are all the songs that I've made. But I would love to be able to play others with permission as well. That would be pretty cool. There's just a lot of legal mumbo jumbo here on the tubes with audio ownership. So especially audio ownership. So you have to be very, very careful about what you use and make sure you have all the right permissions. And even if you have permissions, you got to make sure you have a license number to back it up. So Cheryl says, Host has a good hook, so I'm good. Awesome. Love those little hooks for the pythons, especially so they don't slip. My little hands are very, very easy. You can lose the hose. Harder to pinch sometimes so the water doesn't go everywhere. I get it. Those hooks are gold. Well, we have 2 more songs for you here this morning before we let you all swim out to sea for the weekend. Next song we have here is... Did I ever tell you guys how I love you so much? We're going to be Soulmates Forever. That's the name of this song coming up, is Soulmates Forever. That was Soulmates Forever. And remember, if you all just don't want to stare at my face for this whole live stream, I am looking for dance clips. So if you want to send in some silly dance clips that I can play while playing these songs, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, let's boost the silliness here on Friday mornings, getting our groove things going. Greg, specifically Greg, I know you're very much a dancing man. Just send us some dancing videos, clothed. Please be clothed. But you can send those, you can upload those through Google Drive to send those to my email. And if they are kosher, then they will be aired on Friday mornings along with the music. But I want to remind you, before we play our last song here for this morning, For your homework next week for the Hot Mess Express, you have for Nick Hard Water Propagation's channel to watch the Return to Public Creek video. And on Dee Dee's channel, watch the video Who Says I'm Crazy for your questions during Hot Mess Express next week. Otherwise, we have our hair donation drive going on for us to donate to hair loss for children. If you'd like to be a part of that, please send me an email. And if you are going to be in Cottage Grove or the local Madison area this Sunday for the Southern Wisconsin Fish Swap, stop in. We'll be at table 2. If there's anything you'd like to reserve before we head on out to the swap, send us an email as well. You can find our stock list on our website, HeplinCreekAquatics.com. So the last song on here I'm going to play out, and then I'm just going to end the live stream after the song. So I want to say thank you all for joining me this morning, whether you are a participant, watcher, a replay crew doing your water changes in the future. Thank you for tuning in, spending this hour with me. I greatly appreciate all the love and support you all have given me. And to your loved ones, call them, tell them you love them. If you're lucky enough to have them close, you pull them in, you give them big, squishy, big old squishy, tight hugs and big, wet, sloppy kisses, because tomorrow was never promised. Today is a beautiful gift, the present. So go spread love with that. And while you're at it, plant a seed of kindness, because the world can use so much kindness, and a beautiful garden can spring from a single seed that you sow. So go forth, spread love, some kindness, soulmates. Be well in all ways, and let's dance it out here too. Are you ready, Lori? Axolotl transformation. Love you all.
God runs through jungle shadows, gods in sky casting down their arrows. Axolotl swims in the moonlit waters, escape the fate, avoiding sun's fiery quarters. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your tempo. Under stars that whisper old tales, in the streams where life prevails, Zulalo turns to sacred salamander, hiding from the gods' cruel gander. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your tempo. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your tempo. Mystic flow of ancient rivers, in your wake the fear delivers. Survival in a dance so divine, brave the gods, cross the line. Salty tears in the ancient lagoon, echoes of a past under the moon. Solar spirit in the water still swims till the end of time, avoiding sins. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your tempo. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your tempo. Mystic flow of ancient rivers, in your wake the fear delivers. Survival in a dance so divine, brave the gods, cross the line.
You all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you around the show. Love you all. Give your fisties a kiss for me. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Foxie A.M. It's always great when I can start it with my friends. I hope your weekend is full of great days. Until next week, soulmates, be well in all ways.